Tell us we are live and we are officially on. You wanna intro it, baby?
Yes. Hey, Omi Homies. Hey, beautiful people of this universe, VV fam, and anyone else watching. I don't know how lucky we got.
Ooh, we got a little reverb here.
How lucky we got to have an FA today, babe. We have an FA of the Rebel Duck,
On
y'all.
the Omi Homies channel. Let's go.
How did we score this? Like I just read that tweet right now that it's his first live.
First ever.
Is it your first live? Like
First live. I've never been live YouTube ever.
Wow.
Ever. I chat, I get in, I do the Twitter spaces, but you guys, I feel like you bring the best out of people, so I appreciate it. So,
Awesome.
that's how I feel comfortable to just chat with you. So thank you for having me.
Awesome. We're first of all, we're honored and thank you for being so gracious with your time and accepting the Omi Homies Hangout. This is what we do, man. We just want to have fun, hang out, and
and talk VV.
Talk VV.
Or we can talk a little bit of life. I mean, whatever you feel comfortable with, however the conversation flows.
Wherever
is this sprinkling?
Yes.
Yeah, sprinkle a little bit of life in there.
Today at work, I do these big kaizens where I work in front of a whole bunch of people, and all the way from top, all over the place. And someone said today there's a little bit of that sprinkling in there. So we try and do process improvements, and it's the first time I heard sprinkling, and I'm so thrilled. I looked at him and said, Adam, I'm going to use that sprinkling. And then you said sprinkling also today.
How crazy, man. The universe is funny.
That's
not a coincidence, or is it?
It's definitely not. The universe finds a way to help us be closer to light and to comfort. So it's like those small little reminders, right? I went like this and you were like, oh, okay, universe.
As soon as you said that,
universe.
I see you. It's true. It's so true, because you know what? I remember back in the day, you guys just starting, me just starting, all of us just beginning. And all I thought was, we're in this together, and you guys are so comfortable and you bring so much good out of people that it makes us all want to be together. And no word of a lie, I think I actually thought this like 4 months ago. The only ones that I'm going to be on with, my first one will be you guys. Like because I've been asked by others, and I found my way out of them for whatever reasons. But with you guys, I felt like, you know what? Oh, my stomach's going with the butterflies, but they're going in the right direction. So let's chat.
Let's do it. Okay, guys. So
shout out to Gammaverse.
Gammaverse.
Gammaverse is in the building. Cheers to Gammaverse.
Cheers to Gammaverse.
Let's go.
The coolest guy.
You have the first question?
Well, I mean, are we gonna start this off like fast? Are we gonna start talking about Immutable X?
Hit it.
Because we are here today, baby. We were all celebrating. How are we feeling?
Oh, I'm feeling excited. I'm feeling a little bit. On the way home, I was actually talking to my lady. I said, you know what, Lady Duck, we're kind of innocent when it comes to Immutable X. I've learned a little bit about it as we go, and I'm extremely excited. And we watched the Ethereum Immutable X video, and that was amazing. And we just looked at it together and went, that explains it all. It was so well done, and I'm pretty pumped about it for everybody. What about you guys?
We're right there with you. Like, we are so excited. And then there's not going to be any way for people to question VV anymore if they're real NFTs, or are they on the blockchain, and like, oh, there we go, Nidorina, we're right here, love.
All
we're
right,
here.
Dancing Nidorina, nice.
There's not going to be that big question mark anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So, But the exciting thing is that we were all waiting to see what's going to come out on OpenSea. So is Marvel confirmed?
No, I don't think so.
No?
No. Oh,
But
not
it's
confirmed, but possible, I guess. You know.
on the Immutable X video. They just put all the different collectibles.
I don't recall if they put Marvel or not, but
Yes,
I mean, it's possible. You
Captain
know.
America was on there.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, that's why I was like shocked, because I would think that they would be more like careful with what they put, or if they just gave them free reins, or I don't know.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I thought that too when I watched it, and went, you know what? It's weird that it's almost everything.
Yeah,
like you could actually think that, okay, we're all here now. Okay, go. And I thought that too, 1,000%.
That, and did you by chance catch the prices shooting up on all the collectibles before you hopped on?
Yes.
Yeah, I saw Todd like doubled like instantly.
Oh, I didn't see double. I saw 41, 44.
Oh, wait, what was he at before? Because I thought he was like a.
He was a 35. He was
okay,
at 35, and then he's at 4. But yeah, you're right. He's going up. And then you see Joker.
Yes.
Joker doubled.
Yes.
Johnny Dunn shot out the old FA Joker, and it said $800, 800 gems. It's like,
that's crazy.
I remember, and I can look at those charts, and I'm going to share them with everybody as we go on, but not tonight because my computer can't handle both this going at the same time. But the FA Joker, it was like 100 gems forever.
It was. I remember that. It was like at 90 for a long time.
90, absolutely. It was just bouncing around 90, 120, 90, 80, 90, 90, 120, 90, 80. Now it's where? Wow, that's awesome.
And these are the moments where we're like, dang, we should have bought more.
I know.
And you know, I love that. We should have bought more is so amazing, because also always feeling that. Also, I'm just so happy with what we have.
Yeah.
I look at the one, I only have one Todd. And I sit there and go, I remember getting that Todd. And it was almost getting out of reach. And I was like, and this was, you know, I got it for 400 or 500. And I was like, but it was at 200 or 300 for a long time.
Yeah.
Right? Wasn't it?
Yeah.
You remember 200 or 300. Now, holy smokes. It's, things are happening.
Yeah, things are happening. It's somewhat out of reach. What's your most prized collectible that like either there's a story behind it or you just really wanted it, and like if you had to sell your whole collection, this one would be the last one you would sell?
I've got. Can I have? I've been asked. Can I have 3?
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. And you know why?
You're lucky she's here, because I would have said nope.
Because you know why, Rebel Duck? I support you 100% because I can never have a favorite of anything. I always need like 3 or 4. So you go right ahead, my friend. Do not feel judged here.
And I appreciate that sincerely, because I also like the challenge back. The rebelliousness of me comes out and says, you say I can only have one? Yeah. Bring it home. I got like hundreds. I love every single one of them. I think every single one of them will go wherever they need to go. And I love them because they're part of my fun in life. And I love every one of them. But to the question, my number one, which really kept me, is the secret rare, and I think you have the Ultraman comic, the one that came out.
Oh, the secret. Yes, I do.
Oh yeah.
That one, the physical copy. I remember you guys having the physical copy. I've been watching you. What is this awesomeness? The Gale's in the town. I'm getting these goose pimples again. There it is. And you know why? It's not because it was free. It was not. I don't care about that price. I care that I'm with a company that cares about the stuff that we're going through, these challenges, this change in technology, physical, digital, all that. And they said, you know what? You're here with us, Brendan. And then they said, we're going to help. We're going to support because you guys are there, you know, and without a second thought, they were on it. And that kind of stuff said, you know what? I got a foundation here that I'll keep building with the company. Because we don't know them. All of a sudden we keep building with that. And that was number one. Like, you know what? It'll take everything in my stomach. Like, Lady Duck will be like, yeah, you don't. No, not that one. No. And also Ritmo. Ritmo, the Gale, if the Gale's in the room, Ritmo is my underdog, and I worked for it because I sacrificed. I'm telling you, I sacrificed ones to get to Ritmo. I woke up in the morning and said, I love it. I woke up and I went, you know what? I need Ritmo. And mix that up with the Gale, mix that up with animated, mix that up with David Yu and showing that Instagram picture or video of him,
jumping
I was
around.
like, I gotta get that. That's all there's to it. And I had to work for it because I didn't have the gems. So which means you had to work for it. And now it's right there at the top with me, and I'm thrilled. Corsica's another one, and also Todd's another one. And I recently got Jaylee Batman, which I got from Tails.
What? That's a great story.
I'm telling you, that one I'm gonna have a hard time. And I told him I'm toasted. Now knowing that it was from you, how am I gonna you guys? It's interesting, and I'd love. Thank you for asking. So bring it home. What about yourselves? Ritmo Gang.
I love how you rattled off 5 anyway.
Before we go into what we like, let me tell you, I love Tails. He's a really cool guy, man. He's like, there's something about him that like I cannot wait to be wherever he is in the world and just like hang out and have like a meal or dinner or whatever. I think he's such a cool guy. And
Absolutely.
What he does with all the Vaultaholics. Oh my gosh, they're so talented.
Absolutely. Yeah. And they see things so visually, don't they? They see things so, and that's what I love about the community is that there's the 3 pillars I see in my work, and then I listen and I think about it is those 3 things, which is words, visuals, and numbers. Orange Bag Lady, rock and roll.
Ladies in the house, let's go.
Nice.
I'm loving all this love. Thank you, fam.
Very awesome.
Yo, we get Rebel Duck on the screen and the whole community comes out. You know, we
deserves it.
We should have done this earlier.
Hey.
He deserves it.
It's just the 3 of us. Love. And maybe 4. It may be 4 of us. We'll see what shakes. But what were we talking about? Oh, Tails, visual, words, numbers. Everything comes from this community, and people who are great at talking. I'm not so much, so it took me 7 friggin' months to come out and chat with you. Like you brought that out in people because of your heart, because of the way you talk. You bring that out. Then there's numbers. Some people love numbers. They enjoy those, and some people love visuals, like Tails. You listen to Tails, and you see Tails, and you see all the Vaultaholics showing. Oh, not you. Oh, it's so awesome. What a big supporter. Oh, my God. That's awesome.
He's always around.
Very cool. Oh, big time. That's so awesome. There's so many cool things between the words, the numbers, and the visuals in VV. Oh, it just makes me so happy. Sorry, I went off.
It's so funny that you bring it, and I'm learning so much from having these streams and having time on spaces with different family members. The way that they look at the community is so beautiful and pure. I would have never split it up in those 3 categories: words, numbers, and visuals. That's so beautiful because I've always thought, okay, what are the groups? And what I mean by groups is I'm not segregating anybody because we're all together, right? But there's certain people that like certain parts of like Vivi, but that's such a beautiful way of putting it. Words, numbers, and visuals, and the talent that they have, because as soon as they as soon as they see a collectible, they're already creating a whole vault in their head. That's
Already.
amazing.
Yeah.
That's incredible. Okay, so back to what you were saying. The Ultraman, Rebel Duck, I don't know what it is about Ultraman, but the same thing with Voltron. I love them.
Nice.
I love both of those. And Ritmo, if I wish I could get my hands on Ritmo, because I'm guessing that that's considered the first animated collectible on Vivi, correct?
Yeah.
That's special.
Yeah, I believe it's the first fully animated, because Starfire has her fire. There's something going on with her fire that has some animation. So there's a little bit of animation there. Sorry, hear me okay?
It's cutting up a little bit. Let me
Okay.
see. Is there something that we can do?
Do you want to like refresh the page and come back in?
How's this? I'll request and come back in.
Yeah, go ahead and refresh your page, because it's like really delayed for some reason.
Okay, I will try again. Exit full screen and reload.
Let's see if it works.
And this is where we do a little dance.
Family shout outs. What's up, Gail? Gail's in the building. Vivi fan bam. What's up, Vivi Mom? Where's Vivi Kid or Kid Vivi, right?
Kid Vivi, yeah.
Okay, here he is. Let's see.
We're back on.
Back on. Cool.
Yes.
Good to go.
Let's go. And Ritmo being like the first animated collectible on Vivi, and I'm in love with Tokidoki right now. I have Tokidoki everywhere, and I hope to like continue building my collection. And I'm just praying to the Vivi gods that we get a Tokidoki drop during Christmas.
I think we will.
That would just be incredible.
I agree. I'm a big fan of Tokidoki. And you know what? A lot of people who came into the app and could not get to the hundreds, the 200, the 300, the 400s. For myself, I was like, I'm in like those ones. And then you just put them in the vault, and they're just so gorgeous. They're just so gorgeous, and they're fun. And you know what? That's season 1 of Mermicorno, Unicorno. What happens season 2? I'm so excited for season 2. They're going to drop Kripkins. I'm a big fan of Kripkins.
Yeah.
Big fan of Kripkins.
Yeah.
You won't. Go ahead.
Have you seen any of the Unicornos and the Mermicornos like in physical form?
No, but I think do you have one behind you, I think?
Yes.
Can I see it, please?
Do you want to see them?
Oh, yeah. That's what's the name?
This one? Okay, let's see. So this is the Mermicorno Series 2. So she's Perlina.
Perlina?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So that's kind of like a Perla. And Perlina.
This one's name is Garulian, something like that.
Are you serious?
I really like this one.
That's gorgeous.
And let's see. Which one is this one, honey?
Oh, we about to bring out the whole collection.
Please.
No, we'll just do one more.
I'm a big fan. Oh, that looked awesome. Whoa, are you serious?
Yes.
Can you imagine that in the vault?
And what the Vaultaholics can do with this?
Yes.
What specifically Tails, because you know he likes like the scary like horror aspect of things. So
yes, absolutely.
What's up, Kid Vivi?
Awesome, Kid Vivi. Vivi fan bam.
So those were your favorites?
No. I was just agreeing with Rebel Duck.
Okay.
On his picks.
So,
but you go.
Mine's simple. I like Batgirl. That's my favorite NFT. She's not very like expensive or anything like that, but I just love the style. I love how she's like on her hand taking the selfie. It's such a fun NFT that you can put anywhere and it'll bring a smile to somebody's face just looking at it, you know? And also the detail like in her boots and the contrast with purple and yellow is like, if I ever have somebody that I want to show Vivi to, I usually pull her out and let them like circle all around her and have fun with that pose.
She is really fun though.
Yeah.
Just her doing that. And it's so like this generation and society that we're in about taking pictures and taking selfies. She just kind of looks like so cool doing it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I like her too.
Absolutely.
But okay, let's see. I'll probably have.
Yeah, I just have one. I'm a simple man. Just one.
Okay, so for right now, my favorite will have to be. This is not number one. This is just one of my favorites. So it's Voltron, my ultra rare Voltron. Ultra rare Voltron. And then I was blown away when Nidorina gifted me my Ultraman. I will never, ever, ever he will never leave my account ever in life. He is mine forever. Because she gifted him to me, and he means so much to me because she was just so kind. I love the Labacorno. And what else? There's just so many. Too many.
Might as well just say season 1. I love season 1.
I love all the Tokidoki.
Yep.
God.
Ultraman.
Oh my gosh. I love everything.
And I think that's what I try to figure out the special sauce sometimes that Vivi has, and it's really challenging to put that thinner on the special sauce. And I think you guys you bring it there in that conversation like 2 seconds ago is there emotionally. Lady Duck sent me a OG bunny randomly. She has her own account. I have my account. Can you hear me okay?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you're just a little delayed, but we can work with it.
No worries. It's okay.
Appreciate it. And she sent me a OG bunny. And I tell you, I'm going to have a hard time saying bye to that OG bunny. If that ever, it's just that emotional connection. I heard someone say, it's when you look into the anxiety when we have such a challenging life sometimes, and you look in the past and you see all these amazing things like Spider-Man, makes you feel calm, or Superman, or Mermacornos. There's this calmness because you know what? When I saw you guys, I felt I was like this before, but once I heard, "Hey, homies," I calmed down. I was like, I'm good. And I felt like I could calm down. I was home. So anyway, I'll shut up.
That's cool.
That I won't ever forget, and I said this on back of the class when we were honored enough to be guests there, that I won't ever forget the time that you called us home. That I can never express to you in enough words and enough thank yous, like how much that meant to Max and I. We were like taken back, because that's how we live our life. That's what we want people around us to feel, like love, accepted, home. And to give that to other people is such a beautiful thing.
To have somebody receive it exactly how we wanted to put it out is a special feeling.
It's very, very special. Wanted, so, I completely agree.
Goose pimples again.
Hashtag goose pimples.
Hashtag goose pimples.
So moving right along, what made you start your YouTube channel?
I couldn't help it.
Were you like me? You just wanted to talk to somebody about this?
Yes, video? Max, I'm telling you, I needed it to get out there. Lady Duck didn't even know. She didn't know. I was doing this while I got my first Joe Mad in the parking lot waiting for her to come out of work. And I started playing with it in my car. And I'm going, this is amazing. Duck pimples. This is amazing. And I was sitting there going, this is the stuff. And I went to, it was March 14th, April 14th. We had a bit of a challenge because we got in a pretty rough car accident. And it's funny how that can change you, where you start thinking, I'm putting myself out there now. and you'll see in my description, I'll always say the vulnerable abyss, because what you're doing, you're making yourself vulnerable. Like
Yeah.
you're sharing yourself out there. You're opening your heart. And there's some not so nice people in the world, and there's some great people in the world. And you inspired me. Others inspired me to say, you know what? I only have life's short. I only have this, and I found something that I'm so passionate about that I cannot help it. That I don't care what anybody thinks, says, or does. I'm here for the long run. Let's go. I'll take a little, like Dan says, you wake up as an entrepreneur, you get kicked in the face. And that's okay, because I'll get back up like Rocky said, right? Rocky, up. One of my favorite, if we talk movies, I'm a big movie fan. I love movies. Rocky, big time. Rocky, I've watched them 17,000 times. Sorry, I went off. Beauty and the Madness, exactly. So it's let yourself go into that vulnerable abyss, and inside that vulnerable abyss, you will find the beauty and the madness. And I do, because it's craziness, but we end up finding some beauty in there. Anyway, I'll shush.
Please
No.
don't ever
Oh,
shush.
sorry. That's my habit. I even told Lady Duck, I said, I'm not going to say shush. And she says, you better not.
No, because I'll tell you why. Because I can speak for many people in the community that you are valuable to us, that you are like the rebel duck. So if Rebel Duck says something, it's gold. So don't ever hush. Like, we want to hear everything you have to say. And
I would venture to say, sorry to interrupt.
No, baby, it's okay.
There's plenty of people whose ROI you have massively affected in a positive manner. So, like, if you feel you need to say something, there's no hushing.
Please
like,
say
please let us know what you're thinking, because a lot of us have benefited in a greatly positive manner from your videos. So, yeah.
I appreciate it. And you guys were the first, like, really, I remember you were the first bunch who gave me that, what word is it? Gave me that oomph. Because really, that's what sometimes we're looking for. We're looking for that community that said, keep going. It doesn't, just a couple words, a like, that kind of stuff. It's a rough and fun and amazing, and I'm ready for it. But you two, when you guys say just a couple words, goes a long way. So when I say gold also, the gold is back to you, because I listen to I wish I didn't have to work and just listen to everybody.
Same.
I know.
Same boat.
Hey, like, that's why this is so exciting to me, because, and I told Lady Duck, I said, listen, I love you, but I need to talk to somebody else besides you about Vivi. And she said, please do. Like, it's all good. It's all good. But I appreciate the positive, because I knew for me, Butt Thompson was my inspiration at the beginning. With
the
a
OG.
butt, the OG butt. My heart, I bound big time. I so watched him and a whole bunch at the beginning, and I get so inspired by the work he does. And you mix that up, and I went, you know what? I know from my work, how can I add visual? Okay, well, I'm going to do it. And you know what? I came up with every excuse in the book. Every excuse to not do it. Including, people are going to ask you to be, how can I get this live? I'm like, I don't even know. I just want to get it out there. And that's what I love also about Vivi, is Vivi does the same kind of thing, is where they're like 2 steps forward, 1 step back is still a step forward, and we can all go together and learn from each other, and iterative changes, and learn and move forward. It's beautiful stuff. Anyway, yeah, so absolutely, Butt is a legend. Oh yeah, support Butt 1,000%, all over.
Yeah, he was one of the first ones that I would listen to in the morning when I walk my dogs, him and Gail and
yes.
Cabell. To me,
Yes.
those three were like the the holy trinity of Vivi before I got in the game too. Like,
And then one time Max had me say the
it's
but
not
back with another one. And or what does he say? Yeah, he says
Yeah.
that, right? So he had me do that, and Max thought it was so hilarious. And then but used it on his
one
video.
of his videos.
And Max was like, "Oh, he used it!" He was so excited about it.
That probably was our FA YouTube actually for Vivi on Bud's video.
I remember it. I'm pretty sure I totally remember it. That's so awesome.
It was hilarious. It was hilarious. But that was like right before we decided, you know what, babe? Like, man, we need to talk about this Vivi stuff. We need to go out to the world and like share Vivi with the world, because at that point there wasn't that many people like there is now, and we were like, everybody needs to find this because this is a hidden gem for real.
We just wanted to spread that Vivi. At first, I'll be honest, I wanted to spread that Vivi info because honestly, I even told Max, babe, we can start this YouTube channel, but I don't know what my input's gonna matter. You know, like I don't know much about this. I'm still learning. Like I felt really awkward. Like, who am I to have like this, you know, just exactly how you were saying, Doug. Like,
Yes.
you just keep telling yourself like all of these things, like, oh, you're going to sound dumb. You're going to look dumb. You don't know what you're talking about, you know, all this stuff. And it's so funny, like to look back at that time to think like that I said that to myself and to Max, because now we are so like whoosh, immersed in this Vivi world and Vivi family and community that it's just really funny to think about it.
Yeah,
absolutely. And inside that who am I is also the positive, which is we're always learning and we put ourselves out there, and it's so good to hear somebody say, you know, who am I? Because I was thinking that today. It's like, why does anybody like serious like but I think it's the humbleness that you guys bring out in the whole community. You guys are the bell in the middle that brings up people with everybody together. Can you hear me all right?
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen that 1,000 times. I've seen where people who have this openness that can bring, not just because of who you are or what you've done or where you are or status, because that's what I do at work. I actually bring out people who are in the back, who are the quiet ones, and who are the ones, just because you make the most money, I don't give two hoots. I also don't care if you're the most authoritative figure in the room. Doesn't fizz my world. And I do know from listening to people that slowly but surely there's the gold. And sometimes people don't feel comfortable coming out and talking. That's okay too. You guys bring that out in so many people. It's crazy how much gold you're bringing out in people, just their heart. And it's because you guys are so comfortable and listening. Right now, I see us. And I'm not this is just me. It is what it is. You hear, and that makes other people feel like I don't get a lot of that, except for my lady duck, and you know, I hold it. I'm one of those kind of, I hold it back. Takes a lot. Get me out to anywhere in the world is rough. It takes lady duck everything to get me out there. But once I'm out there, I'm awesome. I'm in 1,000%. And you guys do that a lot, so I appreciate it. Anyway,
I know how you feel, brother.
Nice.
That's why if it weren't for Janie, I'm not sure. I'd probably have a YouTube channel, but it'd be
And you'd probably be just home.
Yeah.
Like it would be probably the only reason he would go out into the world would be to play basketball. And that's it.
Yeah.
Because Max loves basketball. That's been his
my first love.
His first love since he was a kid. So yeah, that would be it. If you're okay with answering this, I'm wondering where you are in the world.
I am on Earth sometimes. I am in Eastern Canada, Nova Scotia.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I am 2 hours that way from you guys. I believe you're in CS. You're in Central.
Babe, are we in Central time zone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in Atlantic. So I'm Nova Scotia, Maritime. So Reese is up here, and Reese is over in Whistler, I believe, out BC, Canada.
Okay.
I think he's up in BC there, and Whistler. I heard Whistler, and I love Whistler. I was there. I lived there for like a drip back in 20 years ago. So I think Reese is in Canada.
Okay.
I think Chad's in Canada too.
Mandy's
Yeah.
in Miss Gecko. She's in
Miss
Canada.
Gecko's in Newfoundland.
Oh, Izat and Tasha are in Canada.
Tasha, nice. Tasha's in Canada. Cool.
And Izat, yeah.
You guys are in Texas?
Yes. Home of the Cowboys. Dallas Cowboys.
You know what? I was trying to find a card because I had some cards, and I was like, what card could I find that was Dallas? Because I've got a cool action. Can you see that? That's the one I'm looking for to come out. It's a Superman card, but it's Action Comics. Wouldn't that be cool?
Super cool.
Hey, that's the one. I think it's just a card, but it's the original.
Right.
I got it.
That's
I
so
used to
cool.
collect cards when I was really young. Oh my gosh, I love cards.
Me
And
too.
I know you're sorry?
Me too. I used to collect baseball, basketball, and football cards.
Really? I used to collect hockey cards like Wayne. You got a little bit of Wayne Gretzky there. Riley, Canada, nice. Wayne Gretzky, Canadian. Yes, and Guy Lafleur. You got football. So yeah, I loved collecting as a kid, and you know what? That's what brought me into Vivi. Was during a very wild time. All of a sudden, my brother was away, and I used to collect with him. We used to collect cards. We used to collect Chewbacca. We used to Star Wars. I got a picture of my mom would take a picture of me sliding Christmas morning to see a huge X-Wing fighter. And I still have that picture in my head. I don't have the picture, but I have the picture in my head of me so excited looking at the X-Wing fighter when I was, 9 years old? It's pretty fun stuff. I love collecting. And when I heard David Yu say about how his family, he loved collecting, but he also loved the look of a family, of a kid walking away smiling because they got something in life that they're really excited about. Sorry. Dallas Master Collectors taking over Texas. DMCTOT. Sorry.
That's how you look at it.
But
That's it.
Doug, I think it's so amazing that you were a collector beforehand.
Yeah. I went away from it, but I've always had Star Wars cards. I love being able to, like, I have you actually had to mark them off the numbers to say you had that one. This is before mints. We could say, oh, I have this mint, this mint, this mint, this mint. I had to mark it off on the card. Say, okay, I got number 47, 48, 50. Oh, I'm missing 49. So now I got to go talk to my buddies and find 49. You know, Max.
Yeah.
Right?
So you were trying to go for all the mint numbers.
He was trying to complete his set.
You're trying to
Yeah,
complete
you got
your
it.
set.
That's right. I wanted the set. I do have. You'll see up in the corner there. You'll see probably the top by Whisker Biscuits there. You'll see some binders. Inside those binders are me finding that love again to put everything together and find those cards and take care of them and respect them and have fun and like hours and just enjoying collecting cards and putting them there so I could just flip through them, see what ones I'm missing. Like, that's physical stuff. Like, you guys, I love your physical comic. Tell me, how's that going?
Oh,
Come on.
I am in love with doing like the comic. Well, honestly, I've said this before, but I have to give a big shout out to Biscuits because she's the reason why I started doing it. Like finding the physical collectibles or comics from Vivi and the real world. And when I did, it was just so like exciting. It brought me so much
Oh
joy.
my,
And
that's awesome.
and the comic books, I am in love. So I do have to give a disclaimer, and Max keeps calling me a poser, which is okay. But it's okay. It's okay, because I'm gonna eventually crack one open. I've never read a comic book. I love the comic covers, like the art in the like this one. Oh my god, I thought this one was amazing.
Beautiful. Yep.
It's in black and white.
But
Max
look at that
found
one
this
left corner. It's not black and white. You got somebody color. What's that?
Yeah,
Professor X.
Professor X.
Professor. Oh, it's gorgeous.
So
Gorgeous.
he's the only one in color. Everybody else is in black and white, which I thought was so epic.
Epic.
So amazing. So I'm completely in love with comic books. And shout out to Lenny. He sent us a comic book, which was so cool.
Appreciate it, fam. Thank you.
We love you so much for that. It was amazing. But I am loving collecting them and finding them, and even going through other comic books that are not on VV. Like I'm finding myself like, oh, I like this one. Oh, I like this cover. And oh, I love this superhero or this person or whatever, and it's just, I understand how you and Max fell in love with collecting as kids.
Yeah.
And I'm understanding it now. I guess back then, I don't know. I don't know where I was not collecting stuff. But I think Nidorina said that her and her brother used to collect quarters. One time when they started putting the states on the back of quarters, I started to try to collect every state.
Mm-hmm.
And
nice.
I don't know what happened to those quarters. I think I gave up or something.
Maybe the electric bill got a little too high.
Yeah.
And your mom was like,
or maybe I went to go buy hot Cheetos with it.
like
Nidorina's brother. But yeah, so now I understand that love and that passion that you guys have for collecting.
And part of it being awesome is kind of like in the back of the head, knowing that you'll never get all of them, but trying to go for all of them, because there's always that slight possibility that you might get a whole collection of something that like really fuels the hunt for me, actually. So it's so fun. Half of the fun is the actual having it is cool, but finding it is fun.
That's the thrill.
That's the thrill. Like even with these drops, the last 60 seconds of smashing the buy now before you actually have it, oh my god, that adrenaline rush is second to none. It's like going all in poker. Like it's just such a rush. And so yeah.
And with the blind boxes, at first I wasn't too keen on them. Like I wasn't too excited. I was like, oh, blind boxes, whatever. But with the blind boxes, everyone has an opportunity of scoring big, and you never know what you're gonna get. So it makes it more exciting.
It delays that rush too.
Yeah,
like the rush extends it, longer.
It does.
Yeah.
Yeah. 1,000%. And it's that gamification, and it's a fun word to throw out, but inside ourselves, there's that competitive naturalness, and especially with us, there's a lot of respectful competitiveness, which is the best. There's I got brothers. I got a brother, I got a sister. I used to juggle soccer balls on my knee. I got 365, and my sister, she's 10 years younger than me, and it was dark at night. Her legs were red. She's 10 years younger, and I was like, you can beat your record. You can beat your record. You can beat, and to this day, we still have that moment that we still talk about and laugh. And it was like 30 years ago or something. But she was like, yeah, I remember. But it's that competitiveness that is respectful. That, there's a difference, that we end up saying, we can. I love the way you said that, Max, though. Is that how the thrill of the hunt is sometimes more than that. That I think is what we're in now, is that journey. Really, I look back now, my past 6-7 months, I'm not thinking as much about how many collectibles I have. I'm thinking about my journey from when I first opened the app to where I made the decision to go all in, because I did my due diligence on my own. I did my research. I watched every single Omi video. I watched Dan. I watched Dave. I watched Reese. I looked back and forth. I did my due diligence. I'm not an easy sell, put it that way. I did my DD. And I was like, once I'm in, like Max says, once I'm in, I'm in.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
because I'm totally, I can hear FUD, I can hear this, that, and the other, but I'm in because also it makes sense, but also it hits me in the good spots, and it's the community. You know, that word gets put out there a lot, and I love words, and it's funny. I do a numbers channel.
Yeah.
But it's community is amazing. Nobody can take it away from us. Nobody.
Yes.
And I think, Doug, that's the secret sauce. The project is amazing. The project is awesome.
Yep.
But at the end of the day, they're collectibles, you know, like digital collectibles. It's us.
You got it.
Like, we're the utility, you know, we're the ones cheering each other
You're
on.
the utility.
And
that.
and we're the ones that like we say this all the time on our channel, but like sometimes we don't hit. But if we don't hit, our rebound is watching you guys hit. Because like we're like, all right, we didn't hit, but Lenny hit. Let's go, Lenny, you know, like
Absolutely.
Yeah. So it's still fun because we're all in this together. And you know, we're watching this project. This is our baby as well, just like it's David's and Dan's.
Yeah.
And like we just got on IMX, you know, we just reminted our collectibles, and I really feel like that, like we're all together in on this, and that's what makes it 10 times even more fun than just like having no relationship to the company and just watching the company do its thing. It's us.
Awesome. That word "we," those two letters. That's
powerful.
Big
Yeah.
time.
That's
Two letters
powerful.
can change how people feel. It's awesome.
It's powerful. And you, Rebel Duck, like you are always a huge supporter of the family with that whole list that you made with everyone's name and what they do. What was it on Notion?
I use Notion too, by the way.
Yeah, it was
love
on Notion. And I
Notion.
was like, wow. I mean, he like everyone in the community. Like I just thought that for someone new and to see all of that, like that has to spark something in you, like some sort of interest, like, wow, like this community is like, we have someone who made this whole spreadsheet and they know what everyone does and like where we can go to get info. It was so perfectly and detailed. It was just perfectly made. And you always do that though.
Time consuming as hell.
Yeah. But you are always like a huge supporter of the community. I'm super grateful for that. I know a lot of people are and appreciate you for all that.
I appreciate that. And that was one of my favorite. And you know what's weird about that one? I didn't put a lot of thought into it. Really? I just said I got to do it. I didn't like, I said it was one of those from the, I didn't overanalyze it. I didn't think, should I, when I, could I? I just went, I think I got to do one-stop shop. And I'm a big proponent for making things easier because life is complicated. There's a lot of stuff going on out there. How can we make it give value to a new person or somebody coming in that can say, oh my gosh, this is so easy. And I still feel good about, but I also feel bad. Like I missed people and I knew I had to put disclaimers on there. And I know when people do that, you know, and I know people I missed, and I had to take that. But you know what? I also put Rev 1. Now it's Rev 2 coming up because it's in plans to also continue with facilitators of Twitter Spaces. Because when we talk about content creators, it's not just, as mentioned, it's not just YouTubers. We are a part of it, but it's all a big, like you said, Max, it's everyone. We got the facilitators through Twitter Spaces bring so much. And I'm just Crypto Baby.
I know she's amazing.
Amazing, absolutely.
Talking about amazing content creators.
Yes. And
This
see, you mix those words, mix with numbers, mix with visuals, those three things again. You've got people like who on the Twitter's facilitators, there's no visuals, is there? But the words they're speaking is bringing people to the community. That's
Yep.
gold. That's gold. And some people are great at that. Everyone has their thing. And it's so exciting to see Vivi say, hey, find your thing. And let's all keep rising those tides and ships together. I can't remember how it goes, but I'm, yeah, absolutely. And I'm a big fan of, I'm looking forward to Rev 2 before the new year. I hope so.
Nice.
we're excited to see
We're looking forward
it.
to that too. And shout out to you for that work, because I know, I mean, even though if you're like me, it doesn't, when I'm making these videos, like, it doesn't seem like work to me. It's a passion project, and I'm happy to do it. But still, it's time consuming. So shout out to you for that. And we thank you on behalf of the community. Thank you.
No, hey, I appreciate sincerely, and I'm looking forward to doing the next one. And yeah, that was one of my most favorite. Sincerely, one of my most favorite. And I'm looking to expand my channel from. I'm going to keep the foundation in the numbers and being able to do that and give to the community. But I'm looking to expand also, like you guys. You guys have this. What's your series you're doing? Talk to me about the series. What you don't know.
Okay, so
yes,
Max and I came up with this because there's some characters that come up in Vivi that we're like, who the hell is that? Like,
I love it.
Heard of this person? Like, where did they come from? So
Ben Riley.
So
nice.
I'm sure a lot of people have felt that way before. Like, I don't know who this person is, but I'm sure gonna buy him.
at least, like, how some people say, at least take me out on a date first. We're gonna give y'all who he is. The summary. So,
and you know what? We said it in back of the classes. We're saying it here with the Rebel Duck. Like, we have to do it. We have to do it. It's been on the back burner for a while, but I know that they're gonna be fun and funny. For everyone to like enjoy and get to know these characters alongside us. So yeah,
we're just waiting on that next drop announcement of somebody we don't know, so you can be like, that's the one.
And then we want to go back and like do like the very first one was probably which one, babe? Was it Ben Riley? Or was it Loki? Or was it Throg? I think it was Throg.
Throg was probably
Throg.
Yeah.
That we were like, what is a Throg?
Yeah. What is a Throg? That is beautiful. That is so beautiful, because you know what? You're not the only one saying that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Karen, like, Lady Duck, what is a Throg? Like, quote for quote. And you know how many thousands of people are saying the same thing. So you're bringing people into your home saying, let's figure it out together. And that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, we're happy to do that, because I know a lot of people share the same sentiment. Like, we have no idea. I know we're gonna buy it, but at least we gotta know what we're buying.
I will always try.
What it is.
Yeah,
always try. Go ahead. Sorry.
So I'm curious.
Please.
How did we get Lady Duck into Vivi? I wonder. I'm curious about that story.
That's probably my favorite story.
Please share it.
Let's go.
Oh, it's my favorite story. Oh, it's so good. So I started on my own, and I'm doing it, and I'm learning about it. I'm doing my due diligence. I'm not bringing this until I've done my DD.
Right.
And then once I started showing her, she's very physical. She loves physical books. She loves physical video games. I knew this was going to be a challenge. I knew it. Oh, sorry, you froze a little bit. Okay, we're back.
Are we back?
It's going to be a challenge. So I got a Wicked Mint. I got a couple Wicked Mints that I was pumped about. And I was feeling that I was going to sell them. So I asked her and I said, do you mind if we make a account for you for this Vivi? These are possibly, valuable mints. Could you hold on to them for me so I don't sell them?
You didn't trust yourself.
That's hilarious.
She took them, no problem. And then I said, so how's the Labbit doing? And she was like, I don't know. Oh, that one's wow. And then we started talking. Woo, Randy. We started talking about it more. And then we started going in the market and doing some comparisons of the ones that she had that she was protecting from me. But in truth, what I was hopefully, and she'll tell you, she says, yeah, I know what you were doing. And it's true. And maybe I'll jump out and check if she wants to drop in. Do you have 2 minutes while I go check?
Of course.
Of course.
Okay, I'll go check. I'll be back.
If you can do us a favor, refresh again, because you're like kind of delayed, and we don't want to have like a delayed reaction when she jumps in. So,
are we about to get?
That's a true
That's the best FA ever.
Hold on, let's see. Here.
Let's see.
All right, let's get it. Okay. We're back.
We back?
Yes.
All right.
I'm about to flash that up where she goes. We're about to hit that Mrs. Duck FA, y'all. Never before seen on VV YouTube. And who got the FA? The Omi Homies.
The Omi Homies. I just love meeting people's partners.
We should have had her tell the story. That would have been funny. That would have been more.
Well, she might have more to add if she wants.
Okay.
If she feels comfortable.
Okay.
It might be her version.
Yeah.
Of it.
Watch it be like a completely different story. She's like, I found Vivi. I showed him.
That's what I wish I could say. Because that would make me like super cool.
It's Pilar. What's up,
Pilar? That's my best friend, y'all. That's my sis.
Gail said, what if he brought out a dog?
Gail.
That's funny.
Gail. What you doing?
Yeah.
What's the trick, Nidorina?
What the Rebel Duck did to her? Like, she's gonna give her girl a valuable NFT and watch it go up and up.
Yes, and have her check the market and stuff.
Clever.
That was a really smart strategy, though.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like.
I wonder what I would have done if you weren't into it. I would have.
I'm feeling like
goose pimples.
Goose pimples. Like
goose pimples. Did I hear goose pimples?
Yes, pimples. I'm feeling goose pimples.
So before she comes in, I got a picture. So this is us in 1986.
Okay. Let's see.
Can you see that?
Let's see.
Let me see. It's a little delayed.
It's delayed, but we'll work
with it. Oh, you guys look so cool.
Okay. Y'all look like y'all were in a TV show or something.
Y'all look like y'all were at a concert or something, or like a party.
So that was high school.
High school.
Nice.
So, she was I was flirting with her in high school. We went I'm waiting for her to come in. So
the intensity is killing me. I'm getting a nosebleed.
No, she's a huge fan of you guys. You are the one that are bringing her out, not me. Believe me. She listened to you guys in OBL. She came in and she's giving me the tongue. So this is the poem I wrote for her. She reminds me of the old me. She reminds me of the man I can be. But most of all, she reminds me that all she ever needs and ever wants is this me. So I don't rhyme well, but it's me. It's the same word, but I wrote that for her because we met each other 12, 13 years ago again, and we've been together every day since. Haven't missed one day in 13 years.
Hashtag goals.
Hashtag goals, y'all.
Oh yeah, not one day. And now today, like that's a really nice picture of us. And so I'll give that to you. And then she can come on, drop in, say hi.
So
Yeah.
we're on a little bit of a delay,
calling me-
so our
she's calling me
reaction
a
is
turkey.
delayed.
Come on, jump in.
Nice.
Oh, I love the love.
Oh my.
She's
Hi.
coming in. So we're a little bit delayed. So we're a
We're a
little
little bit delayed.
So now we see you.
Hi! Oh my gosh!
Hold on. I got a little banner. Hold on.
What?
Let's go. Let's go.
Mrs. Duck! Oh my gosh, it's so great to meet you.
You too.
Oh my gosh, this is so cool. Thank you so much for coming on. It's such a pleasure.
The first appearance of Mrs. Duck on the Omi Homies channel.
I don't know how we got so lucky. Not only did we get the Rebel Duck, but we got Mrs. Duck.
Well, we gotta go to the casino tonight.
We're the lucky ones.
Yes.
Sincerely, we get to hang with you guys, and we got two couples talking about Vivi.
Yes.
Isn't that fun? How
We
lucky!
got the coolest people like ever.
So we heard it from Mr. Duck himself, but we want to hear it straight from the source.
If you're comfortable.
Your
If
Vivi
you're
story.
comfortable. Your Vivi story.
My VV story.
I love how you're asking different perspectives,
Yes.
Yes.
and I'm out.
As usual, he decided to suck me into one of his things, and he tricked me into it by getting me to set up an account so I can hold the ones for him that he didn't want to sell in in the heat of the moment.
Right.
And then he got me to help him with a drop. Hello, Athena, Crypto Baby, oh, and the Gale. Oh my
You get
God,
all the
everybody!
love.
You
All the
know,
love. She deserves it. She
Oh, there's
deserves
Houdini.
it.
There's Houdini. But yeah, then I got my own, and I got my very first one was Labbit, a 10, and I got a 106, and it was my very first drop, and I got so excited to get such a low mint and to actually get the drop in the first place.
You said it was 106?
106, I still have it. I won't sell it.
That's
I put it up a
great
couple
number.
times, but I put it up at a ridiculous price so that nobody will buy it.
What's the puppy's name?
Wally.
Wally or Molly?
Wally.
Wally. Hi,
nice.
Wally.
This is Houdini.
Houdini.
Look at the
Yep.
camera, Houdini.
What's up, Houdini?
Oh my god.
Gary always says hi to Houdini. He's the one in my NFT that I got. Houdini. He's a good boy.
Nice.
I love
And
him.
then-
He's so beautiful.
Oh yeah, he's a handsome bubba.
And for some reason, when I ask him to trust me, he gets so upset. Look, babe, take that off. Look,
What?
I'm gonna tell him to trust me, and he's gonna get so pissed off.
Babe,
Look.
you're gonna show them.
Watch, Wally, trust me, Wally.
You gotta bring it
Oh! I
okay.
don't know why he doesn't like for me to trust him. Or...
Oh my God.
Wow.
Hey, I gotta show you my baby though. Come here.
Ah.
Oh, what's it?
Look, this one's my baby.
Oh. Oh my, beautiful.
And who's that?
He's Churro.
Churro.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Churro.
He doesn't get upset at anything. He's a happy dog.
He's a happy baby. I think Wallace is just a little older, so he doesn't like to be messed with. Oh, look, there goes Gammaverse.
Oh dear Lord. I don't understand why it's such a big deal.
Oh, okay.
Well, we hear about you all the time, so we're
Yeah.
like, this lady has to exist. You know, she has to be real.
And we know she's like, I thought before we got on this stream, I thought, oh my gosh, like I had to like emotionally prepare. Like I'm about to meet Mrs. Duck. I'm about to meet Mrs. Duck. Like, okay, keep it together, be composed, be cool, be chill. But I know everybody felt the same way. And when we all thought, oh my gosh, is she really gonna come on camera? Like we were all like at the edge of like our seats, like she's coming on. You are a big deal, girlfriend. Big deal, huge deal. And so is your hubby. Amazing.
Yes.
I talk her up quite a bit, and she is my best friend, and she is,
He's the sap in the.
I am the sap.
In the
She can be
family.
sappy too, but she does. Everyone does their own sap in their own way. And you guys, I see your love, and that's
confirmed. Dancing.
Christmas miracle.
But one of the problems is when he first got me into it, he didn't tell me not to get stuff you like.
Yeah,
and I made the mistake of setting these ones. He got that same drop. He got a Labbit to the same Labbit, and I got two of them. I got the white one, and I got the mustache one.
I love that one.
So I set them up in my vault.
Oh yeah,
as a mommy, a daddy, and a baby.
And that's so cute.
So one of them made one of them small. That was it. He did take the baby and sell it, but then he'd flip it because it was a low mint. Yeah. I kept mine, but then he got another one to replace it. And ever since then, it's like, nope, they're in there, they're staying, and nope. The family's there. They're my OGs.
And she doesn't miss a drop either.
What's your favorite collectible?
Oh, good grace.
You don't know. You don't only need one favorite. We have that rule here on with the Omi Homies.
Because Doug rattled off like 5. Like this one, this one, this one, and this one.
I did.
Well, of course, it's my first one. Is the what's it called? The white one, the Dreamy. What's he called?
The Labbit.
The Labbit, yeah.
The white one. Oh. Yeah. Do you remember what that?
Out of my head now.
The unicorn one?
Choice.
No. The white Labbit. I don't remember.
I don't remember.
Oh, he's got all he's drawn all over like he's going to be butchered.
Right.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah. So that one, of course, because it's my first one. The choices.
Labicorn.
The Labicorn.
Big fan.
I love all the choices ones.
Choice cuts. Thank you,
Choice
Gail.
cuts. Thank you. Choices and choice cuts.
Yes.
Right now, my dream is the Red Skull, so that I can complete that would be my third of the Mighty Marvel sets. So of course I'm jonesing for that Red Skull.
So this is my question to you two. Speaking of this,
what?
Do you guys have the same account or double or separate?
So we have 2 accounts. So my account and Max's, but most of our collectibles we keep on Max's. But it's kind of like weird to say Max's and mine because we share them.
Yeah,
so
us too.
So it's like a Janie and Max account, type of situation.
In similar fashion to you guys, the ones we know we're not gonna sell, or that we know that Janie just loves and are untouchable, we keep in her account. Mm-hmm. And my account has all of them that are like can be on the chopping block. If anything comes out that we need to get her, I can wheel and deal with those. So that's how we kind of keep
it. Interesting.
But let me ask a question. Has he sold ones that you needed to complete your set?
That's enough.
Because he's done that to me a couple times.
So he has. Well, have you? No, I don't think. Let me tell you what he did do. When the Labicorn came out, I got one, right? And I was at work and I put him out and like AR and I was like turning him around and I completely fell in love with him. Like him and I connected. He looked into my soul with his eyes. You know that. Yep. He did. And then he skyrocketed. He was like 700 or something.
Wait, so he went to 270 and I was like, babe, put him on the market. Like let's sell him because 270 is like from whatever we bought him at 40 bucks. I was like, I'll take it. And then she was like, are you sure? Because I love him.
Like, no, I love him.
And when she gets like that, like I generally hate selling stuff that she loves like that. So I was like, all right, we'll keep it, whatever. You know, we'll lose the 200 profit. It's all good. You love it. Then he climbs up to 500, and I'm like,
sorry, babe.
When he climbed up to 700, I was like, babe, I promise you, we will get him back at a cheap cheap
a
price.
cheaper price,
Just
yeah.
trust me. And if I'm wrong, I'll sell something that I love to get it back for you. But just trust me on this one. And
Nice.
So then he sold it. He had it on his account. He sold it, and I was driving home from work
for
and
700.
for 700, yeah. And
700.
I called him and I was like, "Hey, babe, I'm on my way home." Blah blah blah. And he was like, "Okay, so I sold it." And I was like, my heart dropped.
God.
I was like, "You sold him?" And he was like, "Babe, we discussed this. Like, it was a whole discussion."
Stop acting brand
Like,
new.
I was
We
like,
discussed
but
it.
I didn't think you were really gonna do it. And I was guys,
Yeah.
this was probably not one of my finer moments, but I think I shed a couple of tears.
Oh,
Yep.
I really did. I really, really did. And I was like, okay, you promised me we're gonna get him back. He's like, I promise you we're gonna get him back. And we got it back like 2 days later.
Yeah.
2 or
Oh,
3
the-
days later.
Yeah.
The
for, I
guilt
think, like,
trips.
425 or something.
Yeah, 420. Yeah,
Yeah.
420.
The
So we
guilt
made,
trips.
we made some gems there.
Well, that's good. That's good. Yeah, the guilt trips he heard when he sold the baby choice cuts until
I bet.
he got it back. I'd be like, "Mommy and Daddy are in there crying because you stole their baby." And all that. Oh, I was
Okay,
horrible.
that's a quote that we don't want to we don't want to put that out.
Too late.
That is so
Yeah.
funny.
But I will say my absolute favorite one of all, top besides my first one, is the colored painting of, I call it my Houdini painting, of the cat hero with the helmet.
Oh,
with
yes.
the
He
helmet.
looks
With the
just like
helmet.
Houdini does. He reminds me of Houdini so much.
Yeah.
And
Do you guys
Houdini's
have
older and having some health issues, so it's like, oh, this is my boy. And
Yeah.
I think I even shed a couple tears when he got it.
Well, it was also that you missed the drop, and that was
Yes.
the one drop of all
Oh,
decon
yes.
she wanted.
And
Of all the
I
drop.
cried because I missed the drop. And I thought, I can't believe I'm crying because I missed this drop just because it reminds me of my cat.
But I understand, because when it has like a significance to you, more than just like, oh, I want to buy this and flip it, or oh, I want to buy it and hold it long term for an investment or whatever. When you have something that you connect with and there's a significance behind it, it means so much more. So I understand how you like feel about that, about missing that drop.
Yeah, there's some things that transcend like monetary value. Like
Yep.
you guys, it's the Houdini, because of the
Yeah.
cat. For us, it's pride. Like that.
Yes.
That piece transcends
Oh,
any,
yeah. That's
any
amazing.
monetary value. Like we connect with that piece on a personal level.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
yeah.
And that might sound silly to some people, but like your connection with your baby, a lot of people can be like, oh, it's a cat. But no, it's not. It's your family member.
Family member.
That's your family, so it means more to you. And for us, like, Vivi took a stand for a community that people sometimes use when they want to make money, especially during Pride Month, or they just don't want anything to do with them. So for Vivi to take a stand with LGBTQ, that as parents, that meant everything to us, So everyone has a story, and everyone should respect each other's stories because it means something to people.
Absolutely. And you know what? That means just the fact that we're connecting on these different layers, we get to share that with one another.
Mhm.
And we get, like, really, when we hear metaverse or digital, right now I'm talking to you as if you're here in our
Sitting
apartment,
across the
just
table.
sitting across. And it's also because of all the conversations we have, all the chats, but we've never really connected this way. Would you imagine the metaverse, the VV-verse, where we're doing this, and I get those stomach butterflies, and they're flying in the right direction, and I got the goose pimples, where I'm like, all the work and the fun that we've had, we're building a real family, and we have our own family, everyone does, but there is also the Vivi family, which means a ton. I'd be the first one to say, no, I can do it. I can, no. then all the walls just got broken down.
Yeah.
Vivi
Yeah.
did it, and I think it also comes from Dave and Dan. Dave and Dan, I think, and Reese, because they had this communication with one another in their earlier videos where they were so open with one another. It trickled down to everybody, and then they sparkled
Completely
within
agree.
everything.
Yeah, totally. And the beautiful well, I had a small slice of what the VVverse could be.
What? Oh yes, congratulations! You
With the Oculus, yes.
got an
Oh.
Oculus.
Guys, it was incredible. I was not expecting to experience what I did, but I now know, like, man, this is gonna be something. This is I like felt in there, which was weird because when I'm used to playing video games and just turning it off. I'll play a basketball
Me too.
video game,
Yeah.
Call of
Yeah.
Duty, whatever. You know, I had my fill for an hour, maybe two, and I put the controller down and I lived my life. This had me thinking about, like, man, I dance with my friends to music, you know.
Wow.
And my friend is in Ireland, and I like took her hand and took my friend Gammaverse's hand, and we were dancing in a circle and stuff, and it was
Nice.
Wow.
it was incredible. It was
That's-
incredible. And for when you say that, like, we have family now, and we can, like, also interact on different levels in the future, that's going to be something so special. And I kind of can't wait for it because it's going to be amazing. It's going to be incredible.
And what I'm excited about is not only because I just had this like this really amazing, incredible thought. Like, whenever we have the VVverse, like the four of us can go and have a double date somewhere and like really feel like
We'll go watch Rocky.
yeah, we'll go watch
Oh,
Rocky.
God. Again.
Again, just
So like go and have a double date and hang out. But not only do we have each other in the digital aspect, but I can seriously, for real, feel like I can get on a plane and go to Canada and go and like meet you guys in person. And that's so beautiful. It's like
We have friends all
we
around
have
the
friends
world now.
all over.
all around the
Yeah.
world. Yep.
It's
And-
incredible.
and all this off of an app.
I know.
Yes.
I know. I've been amazed listening to this through, like, he's an OG. I'm not. When was it? How long ago? It's been a few months now, but that I've been in it. But I mean, I haven't been in it as long as him. But I mean, I started out just listening
She was
in
behind
the
us,
background.
listening
And-
to you guys.
Yeah. And the listening to the community, and I mean, I'm a little protective. I love him. He's my best friend too. And I was worrying, so I was kind of, my ears perked up a little bit, waiting for somebody to not take them the right way or say something. And everybody's
you and
been
Janie
so.
would get along. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but you and my wife would get along.
I always tell him that. I'm like, babe, like when we have this, I'm sorry to interrupt you. I did
Oh,
not.
that's
No,
okay.
go
Are you kidding?
But-
I'm the queen of interrupt. So
But I'm thinking of like this, this YouTube that we're doing. We love doing it with the family, but as time goes on, there might be some people that don't care for us. And if they say anything about me or towards me, I don't care. But like if they were to say something, he is like my best friend. Like I protect him and love him, and oh my gosh, I don't even know. He's told me you're gonna have to ignore it. Like you're gonna have to just let it go. And that's why I truly, truly love anyone who has something beautiful to say about him or has shared moments with him and like have fun with him. Like I love them endlessly because I'm like, you see what I see in my best friend. And that's amazing. But please continue.
Well, it's just, that's the kind of thing, though. A perfect example is like everybody's been so accepting and all having the same type of story, give or take, more or less. Same shit, different pile. But
Exactly.
and they're just so accepting and loving, and the amount of love that's been pouring out from everybody to everybody. And it's just so amazing that and everybody's so expressive. Lady Duck came out of his. Yes.
It is true. She was behind me even when sometimes she wasn't seen. she was always behind me.
Listening.
She was listening, and I'm protective also, as you can tell. That's why I made sure what stream she came on. Number one,
Yeah.
right? Needed to know that she had you two, like, and there's so
I'd
many
be
others,
comfortable.
but I needed to know that where she would come out and be herself. I just want her to be herself. Love her for who she is, and mix that up with I'm protective also because I'm protective of the community a little bit. I've had other people try and kind of mix stuff between me and others, and
Right.
I'll just done. I have deleted comments just because people try to compare others, and I'm like, and they're trying this, that, and the other, or negative, positive. Comparison won't get anybody anywhere. We're all here together, and if it's harder to find the good in people, it's easier to find the negative. And being able to look at people and say, I see what you're bringing. I see your love. I see the good stuff, and that we're all in this together. It's so fun. I'm a little bit. I'm very protective of everybody. I am. I'm like I would drop anybody who said anything negative about anybody. I would say bye. I don't need you, subscriber. It doesn't fit my world. Gone. True.
I'm impressed that that's all he does. Is just delete them. It doesn't say anything.
And inevitably there's gonna be some bad apples that just will just be that. And I've told Janie when we started this, like, it's bound to happen. It has to happen. It's just it's gonna be that. But we just have we have such faith in the community, and the love is so strong amongst everybody that it's not even like it won't even phase us. Like we know who loves us, and we know who we love, and we know where the love is at. And anything that ever tries to taint that is just gonna just go right over our heads. Like, it's okay, we'll leave it behind us and continue doing what we love to do with the people that we love to do it with, because that's what matters.
And babe, forever and ever on our resume, we're gonna have
FA Lady Dog.
that wipes away.
Oh yeah. I recognize that sound.
Any negative.
And you have a couple here who will have your back anytime. If you ever just want to chat, YouTube can be Austin. Oh, one of our big supporters. Austin. Good to see you.
Hi, Austin.
And if you ever need anything, just to chat, just to kind of like, if you go through stuff as a couple or anything, anywhere, you please feel free to.
Someone to drink tequila with.
You feel free to pass up, okay? You feel free. If you all of a sudden and I'm serious, you call us on us anytime, okay?
And that's awesome. I feel that, like, thank you for saying that, but in our hearts, like, you didn't even have to say that. Like, we knew, and that's awesome. And the feeling is mutual. Like, you guys can, for whatever, on some non-VV stuff, if you guys want to talk and hang out and have fun, hey, Omi Homies are always here.
And I think that's what Vivi's doing. Vivi, and we were talking about this with the Gale, like it's opened a door for us to have other conversations, other things about like life. And that's why I was telling you, Rebel Duck, like that sprinkle of life. Like, yes, we can talk about Vivi and we can talk about this passion that we have and how exciting it is, but we all have a life, and sometimes life is super fun and super exciting, and sometimes it's not that way. It's hard and it's sad, and we all go through these trials and struggles. So it's opened up like a way inside to just meet people, not just like with face to face, but like heart to heart, soul to soul, to like meet people and like what their journey has been. And I've seen that so much with spaces. Like, people will open up, people will show their emotions and what they've been through, and it's so pure and it's genuine. And it's a beautiful thing for people to feel so open to say these things. So yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes I'm like Dory and I forget where I'm going. So I just kind of keep swimming, going with the flow, you know? So,
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. That's me too. And I think that's how when sometimes I say, tell myself to hush or whatever, I think
Stop
it's because
doing
I've
that.
see, she already told me to stop it. It's like
Right.
I'll go and I'll be like, but I like the way you say Dory. It's kind of like, you know what, we're going with the flow, and sometimes but you know what? I love hearing every word out of your mouth, every word of Max, every word of Janie, all your heart. I can, I can really feel it. And that's why I trust her instinct. She doesn't hear this enough. I trust her instinct because I have my instinct. Yeah, I know. I trust her instinct because she's listening and she'll say things just randomly, and I'm listening every second to what she's saying because I can adjust and guide via what she's saying, and you know that. I know.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful because one thing I always say about Janie is I consider myself to be fairly intelligent, fairly smart, but
Yep.
Janie sees things that I don't see, and
Yes.
that type of insight can sometimes save me in I mean in VV as well, but like in life for making an incorrect move or something that might end up biting me, And I always appreciate Janie's perspective from the other side of the fence to where like we can both put our minds together and scheme up, just the plan, whatever that may be.
Yeah.
I genuinely appreciate that from my wife, and I see it from you too. Like that's such a beautiful thing to have.
And you guys are such a beautiful couple. I totally feel y'all's love and y'all's friendship, y'all's connection. Sometimes people forget to say that in like a marriage, to have a friendship, because you have to have a friendship,
Oh, you have to.
That like he knows everything, I know everything, unless it's a surprise. That he doesn't know about it. That's the only thing. That's the only thing that is like my only.
Like the Oculus.
Yeah, the Oculus. And oh my gosh, he was talking about the Oculus for days, and I had ordered it. And I'm like, if you can only just wait one more day. But the reason why I'm going into this is I'm going into a question. I'm wondering what, as a couple, what is your strategy with Vivi? Are y'all just here to have fun and collect, or is there a long-term investment?
It's both, actually. I've learned now that for the most part, if I want to be able to flip something, I have to double up because I get attached. So I'm definitely a collector.
Indeed.
Yes.
Especially, ironically, coming from me, because I was like, I don't understand the digital collectible. I understand a physical figurine I can hold, I can put on my shelf, I can take it and show people. I don't understand this, but I do understand the investment possibilities because I understand how other people would be into it. Then he sucked me into it, and now I'm a VV addict.
And look at you now.
And now you're with the Omi Homies.
Welcome to the family.
I'm doing a drop at my new job.
Yes.
And I even told my new team lead that, like, if I could take my break around this time, I have a drop I have to go do. It'll only take me, 5-10 minutes. And she's like, as long as we're not busy, if you want to take your break, then go ahead. It's like, awesome.
That's awesome. I think they'll eventually catch on to me that I leave at 10.
Every time.
My first VV drop was a bathroom drop. I had to go to the bathroom.
What was it? What was
it? Out of work.
What was the bathroom drop?
It was one of the comics.
She's the comic collector.
I have all of them. Thanks to
comic.
You got me my Kang.
You got every comic.
Yeah.
I don't even have every comic. I got doubles of a whole bunch now. I'm starting to do that. So to your question also is what's our strategy as a couple? Yeah, as we've talked about, duplication is stacking is difficult because I challenge the quote on buy what you love. because there's so much to love, which
Yep.
means
Yep.
I'm coming out of my pocket consistently, which is good, but not so good.
Good for
Right.
Vivi.
And that's all good. That's business.
Yeah.
That's business. But when I'm sitting there, how am I as an entrepreneur going to enjoy the journey and still keep it going forward? 2 steps forward, 1 step back. So I'm just learning now is like I'm trying to stack 1 or 2, and I'm also going to season 1. I'm loving my season 1. I'm trying to get them as many season 1s as possible. That means I'm actually losing some season 2 and season 3, and that's challenging. And even Lady Duck, she just and she will ask her strategy. How am I going to get?
Lady just old.
And when I went to get her for you guys, she said, "My dragon lady just sold," and she's sad.
And I went in and I went, "Oh no, it's sold," and it was bought for a profit. And then I go, and what do?
Congrats.
Go into Vivi and go and look and see. Gee, I wonder what the floor price is now, because I could always see if I could get it back for cheaper.
Which dragon lady?
Hmm?
Which dragon lady?
The black and gold, no, the
Silver and gold?
uncommon.
Uncommon, yes.
The uncommon?
uncommon.
Okay. with
Okay.
she has a little bit of pink, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice. Nice.
So, yeah, that's and I got that one just because I liked it. I wasn't interested in the dragon ladies before, but then I saw that one and I just loved the colors.
I stack early in order to buy more of what I love in the future.
Yeah.
Exactly.
With the
Gail's got the wisdom flying out always.
That
It's
third,
that third eye.
That third eye.
Oh,
one.
that
but
third
it
eye.
is.
So
Stack
what it sounds-
early. Sorry,
what
go
it
ahead.
sound- oh, sorry.
No, go ahead, Janie. I'm listening.
What it sounds like to me is that y'all's strategy has kind of changed throughout y'all's journey
Yeah.
a little bit, because Max and I
Definitely.
are in the same boat. Now, I don't want to say if that, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but when we came into it, we were collecting and buying up collectibles, and now we're kind of like in like a moment where we have to realize, okay, we have to sell some things to get gems, and then that way we can buy, because we can't constantly put in.
Yeah.
I mean, like we talked about, we all have lives and we have a son that we have to take care of.
And you need to
At
eat
some
once in a
point-
while. And
Yeah. I mean, we have to feed him every now and then.
Yeah,
you know?
every now and then.
yeah, he might get cranky if you don't.
right. But we have to, like, at some point our assets have to work for us,
Yeah.
and we have to put
Yeah.
them to work. And so we're in that process right now, figuring out what's expendable and what's not.
Yeah.
But the hardest part is when you love all your assets.
Yeah,
Like, and you're like, ow.
there's so much to love.
And that's what I loved. Also, Brock McBlockchain said when he was on Taps. Fishes. When he was on, Brock was on with Taps, and he said, "Have 2 pockets." And I really appreciated that. It hit home. It was like, have 2 pockets. Have a pocket that is like, that's my happy pocket. Then have another pocket, which is, that's my, as Max said, they're on the chopping block.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I love that. And it's difficult because they do such a good job.
I know.
Hey?
Yeah, they really do.
They do.
They do. How many have said, "Oh, I'm not really interested in that, but I'll do the drop anyway." And then once I get it, it's like, "Oh, I got it! Oh, now I have to sell it." Damn.
That's what happened with Voltron.
That's what happened with
Voltron.
Voltron. But with Voltron, I will say I was very much in love with him. And I was telling Max how deep my love was, and like how beautiful he was in his colors, and he looked so robotic. And he was like, "Babe, you just met Voltron like 2 days ago." And I'm like,
I grew up on Voltron,
it
though.
doesn't matter. It's about the quality of
Yeah.
the love.
That's the VV effect, though.
Yeah.
That's
And the art,
awesome.
and it is all art. The colors and it's like,
Yes,
whether it's a
beautiful.
3D or a 2D, it's like it's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
And that's why I think the unsung heroes also is, we've got the artists, and we've got all the brands, But the
Yeah.
unsung heroes are the ones doing that magic with BC Trevor. Like, you know,
Mhm.
you look at that magic that comes to with video games. Max, you're a gamer?
Somewhat.
Somewhat. I play games also. I appreciate the art and computers also, and that kind of art is also amazing. And what they do with the collectibles is just beautiful.
Oh,
just
yeah.
just
And the detail that they
the
put.
detail.
Oh,
Sorry,
yeah.
guys.
1 second.
1 second.
No worries.
Yeah.
You want me to reload?
Actually, yes, if you could, that would be perfect.
Ask me anytime.
Let's see. Sorry, guys.
Finish. You're backstage. You're in the show. Yay.
We're back.
There we go. There we go. Back on. Back on.
See, and you know what? That was my major challenge. Was that
Interruption.
that interruption that I didn't know if I could. You know, I got to figure out how to make it. How did you do? How did you figure out your magic with live?
Really, I just came on here on StreamYard and just set it up, and it's fairly simple. It's not too hard. It does get a little bit laggy sometimes when we have to like restart it like we do now, but yeah, StreamYard is pretty good.
I got StreamYard too, and you find it pretty. So okay,
Yeah,
I thought it was just my the computer or something. So it happens normally with others.
I'm not sure about with others, but it happens with us every now and then.
Yeah, and that's why we're so like laid back about it, because it just kind of happens sometimes for
Yeah.
whatever reason.
Gotcha. Awesome. Oh, energy.
Energy's in the
Yeah,
building.
That's a
awesome.
scary
That's-
avatar.
It's very
it's
talented.
BB
that
Vault,
energy.
BB
Oh,
Vault.
the
BB
BB
Vault.
Vault. Yay.
Yeah.
Yay.
He was also one of the first people I saw.
Awesome. Me too. There was those bunch right at the beginning that I watched every single day.
Yes.
Every single day. Isn't that like I've never done that for anything in my life until I'm into something. I just want to know and be around and learn
Yes.
and be around people who are also passionate. I don't care if you have $2 or $2 billion, doesn't fizz my world. What matters is how you treat others.
Yeah.
That's all I care about. And then I want to listen and we can all be in the same room together. And
Yes.
it's pretty cool. Vivi Vault, rock and roll.
Vivi Vault, Vivi Vault. Babe, before we let them go,
Oh.
let's you have any pertinent questions? I want to know what you guys think is coming out for the holidays before we let y'all go.
Oh.
We already know we have Christmas
Deadpool.
Deadpool. That looks pretty
That's
cool.
I'm so excited for him.
Oh, I laughed my ass off.
I'm
I
very
love
excited.
Deadpool.
Yeah,
I was thinking Grinch.
Grinch.
probably the Grinch. Yeah, I'd say. Oh, and his little dog.
They have to have the little dog.
Oh,
if
yeah.
not, it's just like
Isn't his name Max, by the way?
Oh,
It is.
it is.
So I have to get him.
yeah, you
Yeah.
have to get him in.
Nice.
What else do you
I
guys
don't
think?
know.
Maybe Coca-Cola?
We were talking about that with the Gale. Like, how epic would that be?
Yeah.
Like,
Christmas
so
Santas and the and the
the
truck.
polar bears.
Oh
with
yeah,
the-
yeah,
Polar
yeah,
bears.
yeah.
Oh, the polar bears.
yeah, they're so iconic.
Are.
And we know they're open to NFTs because they have an NFT already on another platform. So we
Oh, they
know
do?
that they're that their eyes are
It
open.
would be really cool. It
Yeah.
would be really cool.
It would be.
I have my fingers crossed for Tokidoki for more
Oh, yeah.
Mermacornos
And can I say, I remember, you're totally right, Janie. I remember Dan saying, and I don't know if we hook into words because we hear it, but I heard him say Mermacornos
Mm-hmm.
once during an AMA. And that's all I heard was Mermacornos. I didn't hear everything else was just,
I'm
Rah,
going
rah,
away
rah.
from that.
I heard
set, too.
Mermacornos. And I was like, maybe.
That's
Maybe.
another set. When I first got into it, I'm like Mermacornos. That's kind of young, and that's not really into it. Now I almost have the full set. I'm one away from the set.
Same with my mom.
And
Yeah.
same with me, Mrs.
Yes.
Duck. Like when I saw when I saw the Tokidoki collection, I wasn't that in love with them. Like, I love the colors and they were super cute. It changed for me when I went to Decon and I saw their booth and I
Nice.
was like, oh my gosh. And then I opened like my physical ones and
I saw-
I'm
Look at that.
in love. Like, I'm in
Yeah.
love with them and I just can't get enough of Tokidoki. I want to buy a backpack and like a shirt and a hat and like walk around all Tokidoki'd out.
You're going to be the
Awesome.
first ones we chat to as soon as we hear, because you know there's going to be a Unicorno or Mermicorno season 2.
And I want to
I-
know what you guys get.
Oh, it's going to be so
yeah.
fun. I'm
Oh,
looking
wait.
forward to it.
I know something that's probably not going to be Christmas, although who knows? There's been a lot of speculation, but I can go get an example. Just a second.
Oh yes,
What are you doing?
I love physical
What are you doing?
collectibles.
And remember, we're delayed, so our response might be delayed a little bit.
You hear us okay?
Yeah,
yes,
we can hear you.
fine.
Perfect.
Perfect.
It's just the video part. I'm guessing it's gonna be stamps, holiday stamps.
What is she
No.
doing? I don't
Oh,
even
that's
know.
a good one too.
What is she
Holiday
doing?
stamps.
Oh, that
I don't
is a
even
good
know.
one.
What is she doing?
I think I said that.
Oh, you're bad.
Let's see.
What is it?
Remember, we're delayed, so let's see.
Oh, are you okay?
Pokemon.
Pikachu!
I have it right here.
Yeah, I saw him earlier. Oh, no. And I know.
We all know they're coming.
We know it's
Yeah.
coming.
That's why I don't even ask anymore when Pokemon. Like, I'm just waiting for like
Soon Pokemon.
soon Pokemon.
Soon Pokemon, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I took a picture of this with Joe Mad, my first Joe Mad.
Let's see.
I did. I don't have it on me now, but I took a picture. I was like, what if everyone's talking about Pokemon? I put Pokemon down, and then I put Joe Mad beside, and I was like
an AR.
And we're talking March 16th, probably. That was a while back. I got to find that picture.
Nice.
So, how are you doing? I heard you say you doing all right? Everybody good? Can you hear me all right?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
we can hear you
Yeah,
fine.
we can.
You okay?
No worries.
No, I'm
We've
good.
had you guys for like a little over an hour and a half, so we kind of don't want to hold you guys hostage. But any last questions?
I don't have any questions. I just want to say I am so grateful that I got to meet the both of you. You guys are beautiful humans, and together you guys are amazing. And I just feel so honored that you guys did this stream with us. I'm extremely, extremely thankful.
Thank you guys for being so gracious with your time, and for even coming on camera, Mrs. Duck. That was
amazing.
That did it for us.
Yeah,
And I hope that
definitely.
this is not the last time. Maybe we can have like quarterly. Like,
Yeah. I'll try not to be too shy.
you did amazing, and your input is so wanted and needed.
It's nice to have more women on. It definitely is.
Yes, it is. And
Absolutely.
our perspective, like, you know, every woman has like a different story, right? But we kind of share like the same story where our husbands kind of brought us in. So, and there's other wives that maybe are thinking, man, my husband's crazy for being into that BB thing, and they'll see us and maybe it'll change their mind. So
Yeah.
We're some of the lucky few,
yeah.
Yes.
for sure.
Yeah, they can make it an us thing instead of a his thing.
Exactly. And it as we talked about with friendship, like that's important. It's
Yeah.
important to be interested in each other's like hobbies, maybe not be into it, but just interested would be nice. But wouldn't have missed this.
And
Sweet. That's so awesome.
Thanks. And shout out to everybody who was rocking with us on the comments too. Thank you everybody for watching.
Yes.
We love hanging out, and who knows who'll come next on the Hangouts, but for us, hanging out like this is just amazing, and we can't wait to do another one.
An Omi Homie hangout.
Yeah, I like the hangout.
If you don't
Yeah.
mind, I want to
gonna do
also say a thank you to you
Yes.
and everything like you do. You know, you do bring the best out of people, and within this world, that's hard to come by. So I just want to say thank you, because I did feel at home, And with that, we had some of our great community and family here tonight, and I felt like we were all in this together. So I sincerely appreciate it because I've been looking forward to this ever since we committed to it.
I've been
that's
scared of this.
Same.
And when I say I've been looking forward to it, that also means I was a little scared because, you know, it's the first time up and out. But
Yeah.
when it all comes down to it, I will always cherish, and I've heard you say this, Janie, cherish that word. I will cherish this moment. I'll be taking that no matter where we go in the Viviverse. I'll be taking this forever. So thank you for
And you
everything.
guys made this very easy for me.
Seriously?
Very easy, because I really did not want to be on camera
No,
at
sure.
all.
But I told her who it was.
Yeah.
I told her who it was, and that was it.
Oh
There's
man,
only, I think, only one other person that could have got me up here other than you two.
It's OBL.
OBL.
Yeah.
I think the Gale would also had a chance too. Because
Well,
we've heard the Gale.
yes,
He's been
I do.
listening to Gale quite a bit. But you know what? You guys were I'm so appreciative of you, and we enjoyed this moment. And I hope
Yes.
hope
we have many more.
many more. Hey,
Yes,
Likewise.
and that would actually be a good stream idea to have the Gale, OBL,
oh,
and Mr. and Mrs. Rebel Duck. That would be really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
hey,
Maybe we can talk about
We're
that.
just gonna plant that seed and leave it there.
Okay.
Let's watch it grow. Hey,
Yeah, man.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Okay.
Thank you so much. It was an honor. Thank you, guys. Thank you, everybody on the stream. We'll catch
thank you,
up with
everybody.
guys.
Thank you.
We'll catch up with you guys on the spaces. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Awesome.
You guys-
Big
Bye.
hugs.
Saw the hug.
Yes. Bye.
I'm a hugger.
Yes, it is.
Oh, me too. Me too. I'm a big hugger.
Wait till we see you guys in person.
Sounds
Excellent.
awesome. Take care.
You guys take
Bye.
care. Be safe.
Cheers.